It's Elena Supreme here, and I am with my brother, that guy, Marc Cardigan.
Wow, it's a lot of titles.
Yeah. Where can we find you, Marc Cardigan?
You can find me on Facebook, Mark A. Scott. I think it's a bit personal. Instagram, follow Mark the guy, Mark_the guy. And yeah.
In the description box below, right? Yeah. How do you call yourself this?
It's not about me calling myself anything. Last I ever checked, my name is Mark. You know what's funny? It's actually two different names. First of all, I didn't create neither one of them. That guy came from, people who didn't know who I was, so they just recognized me as that guy, or that guy from this particular place, blah, blah, blah. But, long story short, that's where that came from. Marc Cardigan came also from my job. I actually own about about 20 cardigans, and I dress casually, so after a while people stopped calling me that guy and started calling me Cardigan, so the name stuck. Where'd the name Elena Supreme come from?
Okay, well, Elena is my middle name, right? And so Elena actually means to be enlightened, and then Supreme means aligned with nature, so I said fire. Fight like that mixtape coming out, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, jeez.
I was always trying to get towards my higher nature. Huge KRS-One fan, and I listen to him day in, day out, lectures, whole nine. If you don't name yourself, you're forever subject to everyone else. Your name is your nature, it makes you lower or greater. That alone made me create Elena Supreme.
Oh, nice. What would you say is your passion?
I'm passionate about people because I came through a hard time growing up. I'm pretty sure a lot of people came through a hard time growing up, you know what I mean? So, I kind of dedicated myself to researching on how to become a better person to the point where now it comes to me naturally. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I'll take everything and what I like to do and then just put what I learned into that,
Yeah, okay.
What inspired you to be a photographer?
I don't think anybody knew that I was a photographer.
Oh,
yeah,
what?
I am. I would say I just love capturing things. Like, honestly, there's beauty out there in all that stuff. And honestly, there's some things that just need to be immortalized. And instead of looking for other people to do it, I figured I'd do it myself. And all that stuff. I like to catch the beauty in everything that I see, or those scenic views that nobody else sees that you like, and it makes you feel a particular way. And that's what I do when I actually do go out, and shoot every now and then. I just try to catch, even the littlest of things. I always try to catch that.
Yeah, sure. That's good. That's what's up. Like that.
So you delve heavily into music. I don't know if anybody knows that, but
really
get your little crew and all stuff, do your thing and all stuff. What is your inspiration for it?
Life, really. Just ever since I was a little girl, just life. I remember, I think one of my first songs, I don't remember it directly, but I wrote about having dreams and you can be able to achieve whatever you put your mind to. I think I was around the time when I first learned how to make sentences, so I don't even remember what age that was. So that was my first kind of, okay, this is fun, Grew up on old school, black and white, old school, before
I think they get it. I think they get it.
Record players, okay?
And taking shots.
But yeah, Marvin Gaye, Temptations, that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do all of that good stuff. What do you think about this presidency?
Try to make everything count and all that stuff. When you vote, when you go out there and you vote, it all matters. So whatever you have to say, what opinion you have, all of that matters. A lot of people think that it doesn't because they don't feel like that it shows any kind of effect when you decide you want to put your 2 cents in. This presidency, I don't know. I at first thought that we were voting, or I was voting for the lesser of evil. But, change my mind a few, change my mind a little bit and all that stuff. I'm going to go out there and vote, make my vote count. myself. I'm not going to say who I'm going to vote for, but it's not really bad.
What's your opinion on drugs?
I don't have any opinion on drugs. I don't do them.
None?
I don't suggest that you do them.
Why don't you suggest it? What?
Because it's drugs. I mean,
do you think that is a difference between suggesting synthetic drugs versus natural drugs?
For one, you don't want anybody to really alter exactly what you're putting in you. I mean, we naturally eat things that are already, changed up. I'm no spokesperson, and I really don't have any opinion on it. Everybody lives their lives differently. Who are you voting for? Who are you voting for?
Myself.
No, I'm playing. Okay, so
I am voting for somebody that actually wants to better the country and that is truthful and that actually understands what it's like to be in the inner city blues as well as the inner suburbs blues and people that understand the struggle. That's my vote, But I feel like I vote every day when I go shopping because consumer's choice.
They answered my question, but okay.
what is the most funniest video you've ever done?
To be honest with you, I haven't really done much of anything. I've involved myself with people who have done videos. There's one video I did with my friend. Did one video where we did like a little skit about coming up with a skit. I thought that was poorly done because I tend to smile a lot when I record anything, so I sound funny. In my head, I sound funny.
It's all in your head, man. It's all
It's all in my head. But other than that, I haven't posted up anything, doing anything silly. That's what I mean to say. So this would be one of the first you actually hear me talk as lengthy as I am talking now. I mean,
Because I'm special.
Okay, yeah, you're special.
It's me here. Let's break.
what made you want to start doing these videos?
I've been wanting to make videos since I was like 15. And I always thought it was cool. I always loved like the fan base that people got. Not because there were people paying attention to the person, but the actual love that was there. And I've learned to be big on perspective. So I love knowing other people's perspective, and I feel like everybody has a voice, and whoever has, that chosen moment to hear many people's voices, it's good for them to take in other people's perspective and voice it, speak for the unspoken. So that's one thing I do love about YouTube. And in the journey of me trying to know myself, I learned that being a Gemini, I am supposed to be the goddess of communication. So
Really? Okay.
Right. So, however many people do see it, it was chosen. You were the chosen one to see it.
Yeah. Yay.
What's your advice going into college?
Just go and do it. You always feel like you're never ready to make that step, or you feel like it's going to be too, much for you. Or maybe you're just tired of school, you're just coming out of high school or stuff like that. But simply go and do it. Honestly, you can build a lot more from it. It's not necessary, but it is essential. When you see it that way and you want to further your career or just your lifestyle, have that under your belt, knowing that you've done it, the accomplishment, it plays a major role in all that stuff. And honestly, it goes, hard work pays off.
Always.
So I say just go and do it. Honestly, if you're looking to further anything in your life, go and do it, because the way the world is set up, without it, you can get but so far. What's your opinion on being a vegan?
Honestly, I think this is the best decision out of all decisions that I've made, will make, in this present moment. Because before I was a vegan, I was borderline diabetic because I drank coffee with a lot of sugar and milk every day because my commute from school was retarded.
Wake up 6 o'clock in the morning, got home 6 o'clock at night.
That didn't include studying, all of that, I didn't include none of that. So bacon, egg, and cheeses every day, thinking that would make me feel better.
From bacon, egg, and cheese.
Being a vegan completely changed my life. It made me feel lighter. It made me feel a very refreshing feeling. Like I don't wake up in the morning feeling like shit. Like I got like my stomach is about to fall out of me and shit like that. Cause I used to always have stomach problems.
Ate the wrong thing, stomach problems, always throwing up, sometimes diarrhea. It's not a pretty sight.
And for the 3 months that I have been vegan, nah.
You had to have the diarrhea part? No.
Haven't had,
Diarrhea part.
I haven't
Oh my
had
goodness, you
crazy.
said it again.
Now that it's been so long with me not eating meat and just dairy looks different, smells different, just it's different. Like it's like an awkward when I walk in the supermarket. It's just like that's what it feels
I
like.
think you're exaggerating, but okay.
No, because I remember when I think it was a good month that I was vegan. I went to the supermarket and I think I had to like touch chicken and the package was open and I cried. I didn't even see the movie Earthlings, which that is a crazy movie, but it's not crazy, but it's very informal. But I feel like I had the trauma without watching the movie. But I would suggest that to anybody that's like trying to look in why vegans are vegans. And, you know, what are their reasoning? That's a major reason right there. Earthlings, yeah.
Earth.
What do you think about my channel so far? And where do you think it's going to go?
Interesting. You talk a lot, but it's so interesting to hear because, you know, I run into a lot of young people who have frames of mind that can be very outrageous. And then you have those who are wise. Then you have those who are enlightened. You know, everybody thinks that they're smart. And, you know, everybody is smart. Being intelligent is another story.
Would you consider me of intellect?
Of intellect?
Is that even a thing? Did I say that correctly?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yes, I actually enjoy it because it's not like you came here like with a setup to learn everything that was here. You came with your own thoughts and your own mind and all that stuff. All you can, what you can do is sit there and simply adapt to what's around you, and also share exactly the things you have. So, very enlightened. You know, you have your, you know, your thoughts about a lot of things. It's very interesting to me.
Thank you.
So I find your page kind of encouraging and also insightful because there's things you talk about that aren't things that you're trying to slam into somebody's head, but also share your opinion.
Right.
I find it a very interesting page. Encouraging because I've never made a video. I've been in videos. I've never personally made a video myself.
Right.
So
It's really fun when you actually make one. It's like talking to yourself. It's like a monologue.
I'm not good at that. As you can see, I barely looked at the camera. So I'm good at moving around, and I can't stand my voice, let alone the way I look on camera. So.
It's like, all right, comment below. See your face thing. Do you think he's crazy? I think he's crazy. I don't think anything wrong with his face. Comment below with your opinion on it.
So, okay.
Always lying to yourself. Don't play yourself, Mark the Cardigan.
Marc?
If you like what you're seeing here, tell me about it. If you feel like I should do more videos with interesting people, as this guy right here, tell me about it.
Interesting.
And don't forget to like, subscribe, do your thing. Word is bond. One love. Peace.
Yeah, I'm on your page.